Hello and welcome to another session of our English vocabulary course series on LELB Society. LELB Society standing for Learn English to Live Better, and you can easily find us on the net by just searching or typing specifically lelb.net. Our domain is simple, lelb.net, and you will find us on the net, and then you can go to the menu, home, classes, archives, English vocabulary classes, and 1100 words you need to know. Or you can simply search for 1100 words you need to know and you can find us. Very simple. Okay, so as you know, we are focusing on this best-selling course book that is 1100 words you need to know, and this session we are focusing on week 7, day 2. Okay, new words. As you may be familiar with our procedure, the new words have been illustrated so that you can memorize and learn them better. This is harass. As you can see, it means actually annoy. The second word is monolithic. It means massively solid, boring, inflexible, not practical. Arbitrary means random, haphazard. Indiscriminate. Let me just write the words indiscriminate, and let me increase the font size. Yeah, maybe actually it can be increased to 25. Okay, and random. Okay, arbitrary and indigent means poor, as you can see, poor, and fray means let's say skirmish, argument, and a fight. Okay, so the tempest spills out of the teapot. It's an idiom. First of all, tempest means a violent storm. Spill means leak, L-E-A-K, penetrate out of the teapot. So here it's an idiom, so it should not be translated word by word. It means a very unimportant or trifling situation or point actually makes a person really worried and concerned. So becoming worried just over something that is not very important. Okay, it refers to the previous session that we had. This story actually was not complete, so it has continued till this current session. In order to understand what has happened, you need to go back to the let's say previous session, and hopefully I have created and produced another session on that, and you can find it. It's 1100 words you need to know, week 7, day 1. Okay, once the newspapers got this story, the case of the long hairs became a cause célèbre. A cause célèbre means let's say a controversy and an argument that has received a lot of attention in the mass media, and it has become really reputed and let's say famous and well known. Ron and Len were interviewed, seen on TV, and regarded means considered by their fellow. Fellow means peer, P-E-E-R, means of the same ilk, I-L-K. Ilk means type, kind. Fellow students as heroes. So their students considered Ron and Len heroes, and these are not delinquents or hoods, one reporter wrote. So they are not delinquents or criminals. Hoods here means actually felons. Let me write them. Yeah, felon or criminal. Okay, they are not criminals and hoods, one reporter wrote. But let me magnify. But clean out American. Clean out means innocent. They are not guilty. So who are being harassed and annoyed by a monolithic school system. It means that the school system or education system is just annoying them and interfering with their personal, let's say, style of living. Caustic. Caustic means severe, as you can see here in this photo. It means acrimonious. Okay, caustic means acrimonious, and let me write it here. Acrimonious, severe, unkind, aloof. Okay. Okay, a caustic editorial referred to the school's decisions as arbitrary and inane. Inane means stupid. As you can see, the face of this person is really stupid and illogical. Okay. A false story even circulated. Circulate means move around, about the boys being rock and roll performers whose indigent means poor families needed their salaries. So they just needed to help their families financially. Finally, the Civil Liberties Union jumped into the fray. Jump into here means intervene. Intervene or meddle in. Yeah, meddle in, intervene, so mediated, and okay, to the fray, into the fray or argument, with a court order stipulating. Stipulate means to state something officially and also with great force. Stipulating that the principal or headmaster be required or obliged to show cause why the boys should not be allowed to return to class. So they said that it's not a good, let's say, reason for suspending the students from school and expelling them just because of growing their hair long. So require means obliged here. Okay, some sample sentences here. After fray, the feuding families agreed to patch up their differences. Feud means arguing. Arguing families decided or come to an agreement to patch up or repair repair their differences. It means they decided to put aside their hostility, and they became friends again, and bury the hatchet. Let me write it down. Hold on. Yeah, means bury the hatchet. Make friends. Make peace. Okay. So. All right. So, sentence 2. The indigent client was surprised when she was accosted by her social worker in the elegant restaurant. So, accost means to approach a person, usually in a threatening way. To get closer to a person, usually in a threatening way. To my mind, the decision was unreasonable, means illogical, irrational, insensible, and arbitrary, means actually indiscriminate, not logical. George Orwell's 1984 depicts, it refers to one of his works, or let's say stories, because he was a writer. Depicts here means show, indicate a frightening monolithic government. So if anonymous telephone calls harass you, your phone company will give you an unlisted number. Unlisted number means a number that has not been dialed, D-I-A-L, very much, therefore it is not known to many people. Definitions, matching, I have already just done it for you to save time. Harass, to trouble. Torment. Torment is the verb, torment is the noun. So when one word has different types of parts of speech, this is linguistically called conversion. So here the stress just differs. So monolithic means massively solid, and boring, impractical, not practical, and monotonous somehow, of the same ilk or type. Okay. Indigent means poor, needy, and arbitrary is based on whim. Whim means impulse. Let me write it. Impulse, or even temptation. Okay, so and fray means a fight or a skirmish. And now let me minimize magnification so that you can see the photos. This is harass, this is monolithic, indigent, arbitrary, fray, skirmish, and so on. Okay, today's idiom, once swallowed does not make a summer. You know, a swallow is a tiny bird and very beautiful, that in English literature it symbolizes spring or summer, lovely seasons. And it shows, this idiom or proverb says that by just being exposed to one sample or incidence, you should not generalize the whole case. So when you see one swallow, it doesn't necessarily mean that actually the summer has arrived. Okay. Don't jump to conclusions based on incomplete evidence. This is the meaning of that. And sure, the Yankees won their opening game, but one swallow does not make a summer. It means that even if the Yankees, here maybe actually a sport team, or people living in New England, north part of the US, maybe actually they have won the game, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they should just let's say reach for championship and win the whole tournament. Alright, thank you very much for listening to this English course, and here at the bottom of the page, if you have any question, first of all you can share this content with your friends, and then if you have any question you can leave your question in the comment form. Here you can type your question. Remember that you need to be logged in order to leave comments and questions, and you can create a free account, and then you actually leave your comments there, and I will get back to you as soon as possible in order to answer your question, some technical questions about the content of this course, about grammar points, vocabulary, essay writing, and whatever. So thank you very much. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel in order to receive further English courses on vocabulary and grammar, and even actually I plan to provide you with more let's say points in reference to essay writing, conducting research, and so on and so forth. Alright, thank you very much and have a great time. Bye bye.